Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Friday. This is the 4th day of October. Time as I make this is 4:07 a.m. Hi, Rich here. And we have rain back on the radar today as an approaching trough of low pressure draws up some of that tropical moisture. And there's been plenty of it down south of us for the last few days. So, yes, there'll be occasional showers, maybe even the rumble of thunder. You could run into a thunderstorm or two. And most of the rain will be daytime today. Temperatures will be cooler, held down by clouds and showers. I've got us in the upper 70s as opposed to the upper 80s the last few days. So that's going to be a nice fringe benefit there. And the winds coming up just a little bit today, not too much. But I think by evening, the rain chances really start to slacken off. So if you have plans to go to the Alabama National Fair this evening or tonight, I think most of the rain will be daytime today. You follow me? And then after that, the trough goes by and we get into a nice weekend forecast. Temperatures in the middle 80s on Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine. Great weather not only for the fair, but for football tailgating as well. And that nice weather pattern continues well into next week, at least through the middle of the week, with dry weather and comfortable temperatures, 80s daytime and 60s at night, maybe a little cooler by the middle of next week. We still have that disturbed Gulf of Mexico, where what's called a Central American gyre. This is a big area of lower pressure that covers much of Central America and the Gulf of Mexico and the Western Caribbean. And eventually, the models think that something will gel and come out of that broad area of low pressure and maybe become a depression or a tropical storm, and then probably move into the eastern Gulf of Mexico and maybe the direction of Florida. There's more question marks than answers, though, on this developing system. Out in the Atlantic, we have Hurricane Kirk, Tropical Storm Leslie. We don't care about either of those because they are fish storms. Hey, speaking of hurricanes, this is an important weather anniversary. 29 years ago, I can't believe it's 29 years ago, Hurricane Opal moved right over the city of Montgomery, Alabama. I was on the 10 o'clock news that night. First of all, let me back up. The night before, that was a Wednesday, by the way. The night before, on Tuesday night, I was doing the 10 o'clock news, and the winds had gone up to a major hurricane status at 115 miles per hour, and overnight, there was rapid intensification, and by Wednesday morning, we had a 150 mile an hour, almost Category 5 hurricane moving towards our coast. Now, fortunately, there was a little wind shear right before it got to our shore and right before it got to the Fort Walton Beach, Destin area. It was a Category 3 hurricane, but it went straight up to shoot right over Montgomery, Alabama. I was doing the 10 o'clock news when the hurricane was right on top of us, winds gusting to 90 miles per hour, water pouring into the Studio B. Yeah, on the 10 o'clock advisory from the Hurricane Center, and this is it. It says at 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time, the center of Hurricane Opal is located near Montgomery, Alabama. So this boy who's always loved the weather from Sheffield Lake, Ohio, finally is in a hurricane. If anyone asks, were you ever in a full-fledged hurricane? Well, as a matter of fact, I was. There's more information about and also some great pictures below in the blog section about Opal 29 years ago. All right, this morning everything is normal, including live on the radio 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. There'll be another forecast discussion, I beg your pardon, forecast blog update tomorrow morning. That's called the Weekend Update. The next video is on Monday. That is the forecast discussion. That's what you're watching right now. And your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on the Blue Water family of stations every day of the year, including Christmas Day. All right, you're up to date. Have a great weekend. See you later.